Welcome to my life. Good morning. Happy weekend. How na day? I greet you all in the name of the Lord and I bring you all good tidings. Please join and share this life. Join and share this life. Please join and share. How you all doing, my people, wonderful people of God? Good morning. I bring you all good tidings. See this topic that we're about to talk about is something that has been going viral lately and is being controversial because this prophetess Francesca Emmanuel talked about it. I'm going to, if I'm able to get to the video, I'll play it where she had like a panel. We have men and women sat on that panel and they all discussed the reasons why they feel women should and shouldn't. Some were for and others were against it. You know, in this life, no balance. So when they say these things, you know, they bring it the Bible, and we always say that you know, please share and like so that this video will be recommended because this is very important. Please share if you're joining me. Share and like this video. You know, this the Bible say when that the man and the woman, they shall both leave their parents and they will come together and become one. They will be married and they will become one. But what has been happening lately in marriages, it scare a lot of people. It makes a lot of people to be very concerned that, okay, if I do this, if I buy this property in my husband's name, what happens if my husband decide tomorrow that they don't want them anymore? What will happen to them? Especially if these persons or these people, they have properties together in their names. You know, marriage is in a marriage, I don't think any man or woman goes into a marriage to say, oh, that they plan on leaving the marriage, or that, okay, I don't want to spend money in this marriage. I just want to live as a visitor in the marriage because at the end of the day, I'm going to be leaving the marriage. I don't think anybody plans that when they come into a marriage. Please share this video. And I don't think that one thing we need to understand is that people will not give advice based on how life has happened to them in their relationship and marriages. As me, I'm speaking as a person, as a woman. You know, you will want to treat your husband the way you want to be treated. You know, I will not decide if I'm a man, or I will not be threatened if my wife decides to buy property in her name. If I am a man, I'm saying, if I am a man, I will not be threatened if my wife decides to buy property in her name. A lot of women do that. A lot of men even encourage their wives. It's all about understanding. You discuss it. It's all about understanding. Why should, you know, like I said, if I'm a man, I would not be against my wife buying property in her name. The reason why I'm saying that is because why should I have a problem with that? It's like buying a pair of shoes or you are buying a dress for yourself. I want to relate it to that. You are buying a dress or a shoe for yourself. you know, guess what? That dress is still going to be in that house. She's going to be wearing the dress, and definitely she's going to be wearing it for for the husband, right? So if she buy a property in her name, that property is still going to be in that home, in that family. You know, she's not going to take the property. Remember, your wife is not married to you, to the man, the husband. I'm not saying that women should start buying properties in their name. No, it takes the understanding of both the man and the wife to decide if the wife should buy the property in their name. But in let's say, for example, the woman buys the properties in her name. That was why I kind of related to like buying a dress for herself, buying a wrapper, or buying a shoe for herself. That means that the dress she's buying is coming to that house. The property she's buying is going to be in her name and the husband's name, right? And so these are things we own individually. So let's just apply to that the fact that these properties she's buying, or the property she's buying, both of you own your properties individually. I don't know if I'm making sense what I'm trying to explain. You know, there are things that could be owned collectively. There are things that are also owned individually. So those collective things are just things, probably maybe you now buy things together, and there are things you might decide you want to just buy it individually and just own it. You know, these are just paperwork, because at the end of the day, please, as you're joining me, please share. At the end of the day, those two has become one, because that's what the Bible says. I know a lot. The prophetess related our own sermon when she preached it, that husband and wife are supposed to be together. Whatever they do, they should do it like one. That husband and wife is one. That's what the Bible says. You know, so before I digress, because I'm still going to play a video so that you can hear her. So when you buy it, there are some things you are going to buy collectively, and there are some things that you will own individually. You know, but it's just like paper. It's paperwork for the land. And remember, those things that you people own individually or collectively still comes back to you, to the house, to the home. You know, so why is you compliment each other? Why are you competing? Same, I'm not going to allow my wife to buy property in her name or not buy property in her name. So the reason why I'm going to say, why some women, when you know the kind of men you are married to, me and my husband will get our own property together. I will advise you people, you know your husband, buy property in your own name, because of the way marriages are. Things are happening these days in Nigeria. Take for example, I'm going to make an example before I continue with what I'm saying. Take for example, you see this Jujuju and Yuledoche and Meyedoche. I've put a picture there too. You see, this woman Meyedoche, when she got married to you, she felt that, she did all the marriages. She did tradition, she went to court, and she did church blessing marriage, right? She did church wedding, white wedding. After 24 years of being together with the husband, what did the man do? What did this coconut head? He calls himself coconut head. What did you do? You went and brought in a strange woman. I'm sure a lot of people might have seen the video that they posted. She went to the house that another woman, thank God that Pete Edochie said it, 80% of this house was built by May Edochie. But now Judy is going over to that house to go and dance, because May gave them the keys because she was advised to just give one property to Yuledochi. All this time, this man was in Enugu. He was gallivanting and spending money. He was not investing. The woman has always been the one that has been working and investing, buying properties, both in the East and in Lagos. But now, it just looks as if she has worked all her life for another woman. So when this lawyer, Dr. Ninnah, advises women, married couples, against buying properties in their spouse's name, with looking at what is playing life in this our lifetime, most women or some women that they see their husband, I say their husband, I know they one place, they better think twice. If not that Meyedochi is a smart one. She was buying those properties in as much as she also included her husband's name, but she made sure her names were on all of these properties that she bought. You know, back in the days, it used to be, if God forbid, your husband dies, right? Your husband RIP, the family of the man will come and take the property away, right? That was how it used to be back in the days. But these days now, it's not like that anymore. It is the man now that will not decide to throw you out. There are so many stories like that out there. It is the man now that will not throw you out and decide that he's going to bring in another woman to come and stay in the properties that you bought in his name. Because there's somebody on that live, Francesca. The man was saying that, that women should buy the property in their husband's name. And there was one I even saw that somebody, I don't know if it's Peteducci or was somebody that said it, that if you are getting married and the woman's parents are buying a car, the bride's parents should buy the car in the husband's name. With everything that is happening now, with these young men in boys' mindset, their mindset is still very young. They are not matured. They are men, but their mindset is still of a teenager. So the woman's family should buy property in the man's name, not even in both of their names. You know, so when this lawyer now, Dr. Ninnah, is saying, she's advising women, married couples, to buy properties, not to buy properties in their spouse's name, she's very right. Because if not that, Meyedochi, but when she bought these properties, she did not include her name, and she was doing obedient wife that she did. She surrendered everything. She was submissive, respectful, and she did all that for you, Ledoche, for this coconut head. This man and Judy would have thrown her on the street long time ago, 2 or 3 years ago by now. Even the Ajah mansion, she would have been thrown out of that mansion. It's the one in the village now that, you see, you need to, I don't want to carry their video. You could see how this bond woman was rejoicing over another woman's sweat. I keep saying I don't want to talk about these people. I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about the positive things that are happening on social media. Just talk about on positive things to encourage people. but they keep bringing themselves. When you see things like this, women will be so scared. Women will not be free to want to do things with their husband, especially if that husband is the kind of husband that I know the day one place, that goes after everything that is on skirts. If it is that kind of a husband, they still have very good men. Oh, they still have very, they always say one orange spoils the bunch. When you put one rotten orange in the midst of a bunch of oranges in a basket, that one orange that is rotten will spoil the rest. That is what is happening now. That is why you see a lot of people are coming on social media and they are saying, do not buy properties. They are advising men or women or whoever not to buy properties in their spouse's name. This does not just apply to women alone. This applies to both men and women, because some people still don't understand. Even after Pet Edochie said it, Pet Edochie came online to say that 80% of what Yul Edochie and me own together, 80%, that I'm sure he would have given every 100% to May Edochie. He's just the one to, rubbish his own son, bring his own son down. That was why he said 80% of that marriage is me. Because you could just see the life of Yul Edochie, that he was just gallivanting, enjoying his life with all kinds of, not just Judy alone, with different kinds of women. And this woman was busy investing, building for them, thinking that, okay, this is my husband, this is my family, this is us, fronting the man. So men now, on the aspect of men, these men are kind of like worried and scared and like, oh, because they still don't believe that a woman is capable of building this empire or this estate or this business that May Edochie has built over the years. So they still don't believe that she could do that. So these men will be saying, no, if I won't build anything now, I'm not going to include my wife's name. I'm just going to build it in my name. I'm just going to put my name. I'm not going to put my children's name. I'm not going to put my wife's name. So you see that what is playing out right now in our lifetime, in the life of Yul Edochie and May Edochie, is a lesson for every one of us. It's a lesson. I know we Africans, especially Nigerians, we don't write will. Honestly, I'm going to start saying people should be writing will. And when you write your will, don't even make it a secret in case somebody else go change them. Give a copy to that person and you get a copy, and this, maybe your wife will have a lawyer. The lawyer will keep their own copy, and the man will have his own lawyer, and his lawyer will keep his own copy. Because these days, I just don't understand what is going on in the life of men. It's just like, buy your property in your name, even if you are married. It will break any marriage. It doesn't mean you do not love each other. When you buy a property in your name, does not mean that you don't love each other. The only thing I'm going to say is that make sure when you are doing that, you and your husband or you and your spouse, you discuss it. It won't break any marriage. It doesn't mean you don't love each other. Tomorrow, God forbid, you buy property in your husband's name, like I've been saying, and something happens, then that property is gone. You think your husband will turn around and say, come and take your property? No. It only takes a man with the fear of God that will do that. What did the Bible say? The Bible said that the heart of man is desperately wicked. You think if you buy a property in your wife's name, she's leaving tomorrow and she will tell you, oh, come and take your property. She won't do it. It's just like a story that was on social media some time ago. This happened in Ghana. The property, the land was owned by the woman, and the man lives in America. This man lives in America and they were married. No, that they see wahala, so they were married. This man was building house in his wife's land. After I completed this big old mansion, a huge house, because they show him now, they show it. It was on social media. Big house. I don't know what transpired, what happened, but they got divorced. After they got divorced, the man said he wants his house. The woman said, it's my land. Can he carry house? No, he cannot carry the house. What did he eventually do? He had to get a bulldozer, just like they are doing in Lekki right now. Demolishing houses. This man got this bulldozer because both of them were angry at each other. Got a bulldozer and brought down those millions that he spent in building that house. He brought that old beautiful house down because he was upset. And the wife was saying, carry your land, carry your house. Give him, it's my land. You see? So if that man had bought that land somewhere else, bought a land and built that house over there, all that money wouldn't have been wasted or got down the drain. No. You know, they always say it can take you 1,000 years or whatever years to build. But when you want to destroy, when you want to demolish or anything, when something won't go bad, it takes a second or a minute for something to spoil. So that is why you see now all things are different now. Things are different. People are saying, evil lawyer. That's why I put Dr. Ninnah a picture there. Because they are in court. They see these things happening every day between husbands and wives. And these people, they forget that they have children. And they will be dragging properties. Properties where we say you go buy and you go leave those properties here, go. Nobody nobody buries anybody with properties. You know, so buying a property in your name does not mean that you do not love your husband or your wife. Buying a property in your name doesn't mean that you are not married. It's just an understanding between the two of you, between the husband and the wife. You know, because like I stated from the beginning, just imagine in the past, that is not common anymore, but it used to be very common back in the days. When the man would die, then the husband's family would drive, they would pursue the wife and the children out of the man's property, and they would say, oh no, it's our property. They will share the property among themselves, forget the man, the person that suffered to build that estate. Relatives will share the property, then the man's family will be on the streets suffering. We have a lot of people that when they come out to tell you their stories, especially widows, how they were chased out of their matrimonial home. So you can imagine if a woman now buys a property in her husband's name, what happens? I'm not saying God forbid. the man RIP first before the woman, what do you think is going to happen? So this is a very delicate conversation that I think that men should have open mind, women should have open mind. Discuss it with your spouses. Do not allow the society to put a barrier or to bring to cause problem or a barrier or hurdle in your marriage just because you are buying a property in your name. You know, so like I say, buying that property in your name, you are both saving yourselves. You are saving yourself in the sense that see now, do you think that May is going to be happy seeing this woman, another woman? Let's forget that it's not even Judith. Let's assume that it's a different woman. Do you think that she will be happy seeing her husband taking another woman into the house that she built? No. She will not. She's not going to be happy. No matter how that person be born again Christian, or you be Muslim, or whatever religion that you are into, you will not be happy. Because when this woman, when she was doing all that she was doing, she believed that she was married. She believed that was her family. She never expected that what is happening now was going to happen to her. That was why I said from the beginning that no woman gets married. When you are planning for your wedding, you are buying your dress, you are planning the caterers, the this, the that. Eventually you get married on that wedding day. You are not getting married to say, oh, 20 years down the road, I'm going to get out of that marriage. No, you put all of you into that marriage. You work towards the success of that marriage. I don't believe in 50-50 in marriage. I believe in 100-100. Even 1000% of you. Put it in your marriage. Because that's your family. That's your home. Not what do you bring to the table. No. You bring 50%, I bring 50%. No. It's your home. It's your marriage. You have children in that marriage. So then, after you put all the 100%, or you put your 1000%, whatever percentage you are putting in that marriage, and then this happened, and you see her, Judy, you see how she was laughing, smiling, and dancing in another woman's sweat. And you think May will be happy? Especially, and when they are doing these things, they target, you know, there's this saying, they say, when you have a sore, there's somebody will now bring, like you have a wound, you know, that is so painful, then somebody will now bring maybe a wood or something and will just be touching the soreness of your sore, pushing on it, pressing it, so that it will be painful on your body. That was exactly what Judy and Yul did on today is Saturday, now on Thursday. Yesterday, Friday 29th, was the 1 year remembrance of their son, Kimberly, that died. And this man took this woman to this house that he knew that his father, Pete Edochie, even came on social media, did an interview and said that May 80% took this woman to this house. I was dancing that they got the house, that eventually got the house. Another woman's sweat. And how do you think if it is you? Put yourself in that position. Those of you that are taking side with this evil that is going on, put yourself that if now you don't put all of you in a marriage you have built. You say, oh, this is my home. I have these children. There's suddenly everything that is happening to this woman, losing a child. Then another woman will come to the house and be dancing that this is her home now. It's not that you even live in the house, so another woman will come and take that house away from you because your husband feels, the man feels that now he decided he wants to be polygamy. You know, when Edwonko said polygamy is not for boys, he actually knew what he was saying. Polygamy is not for boys. If you want to practice polygamy, for those people that practice polygamy, that have really practiced polygamy, they have different houses for the women. The men will build houses and put their wives in different homes. You don't take from the one that they say you get too much. You need to share. Then you will not go and bring another woman and put it and that woman in the house that your wives built. So you see, that is why you see people these days, they say marriage is a scam. Marriage is not a scam. Marriage is beautiful. If couples can just have that understanding, or have understanding of this marriage we are in it together, and these properties, we own these properties together. And if you decide you want to take another woman, for those people that want to practice polygamy, do not go to church, do not go to court. Just do the tradition, the native law or custom. Pay the bride price. You see all those people that are getting married to 2, 3, 4 wives. They are all traditional people. They are all traditionalists. They are not Muslims and they are not Christians. You even find out that these days, even the ones that are Muslims, I can tell you, I can hit my chest and tell you, most of my Muslims, people that I know, they are married to one wife. One wife. Even some of my uncles that are Muslims, they've been married to one wife for over 50 years. Yes, I can tell you that for free. My uncles that are Muslims, they have just one wife. One. Some of them practice polygamy, but some of them stay married to one. So you feel this when they come here, a Muslim may marry not be all Muslims, they marry 4 wives. So they don't even marry 2 wives. It's not all of them. It's not all of them. It's just some of them that still believe in that tradition that will go and say that they marry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wives. I know my classmates that are, be Muslim rich themselves. They're only married to one wife. One woman. I don't know why, what is wrong with our Christians these days, that they want to practice polygamy. People that even have it in their culture, in their law, in their religion, they are running away from it. You that don't even have it in your religion, you marry Catholic. Then they call yourself polygamy. Why you go Catholic church, go marry? That is the reason why I'm saying that allow your wife, allow your husband to buy property in their names or buy it in your children's name. Because marriage is beyond material possession. Marriage is beyond a property or material possession. Unfortunately, these days, people don't see it this way. People don't see it that way. They think that marriage, they go into marriage to... People go into marriage these days, some people, not everybody, to see what they can get, what they can benefit. That is why you see people coming on social media these days, or people are talking, oh, what do you bring on the table? Now business, now they do. Now contract, where is it, what do you bring on the table? And bring it this, what are you bringing? You are supposed to bring all of you into that marriage. Marriage shouldn't be about material possession or what you bring or what do I bring. No. You come in, you are putting all of you to make sure that that marriage stays, to make sure that that marriage stands, to make sure that that marriage works. And if you look at this young, beautiful Maedoche, that was exactly what that lady did. She came into that marriage. She put all of herself into the marriage. She put her husband in front, like be the face of this home. You know, I know a lot of people be say, oh, be careful you take advice from, oh, be careful you take advice from. You may be inheriting somebody else's experience. What do they call experience? They say experience is the best what? Teacher. That is why I always say, in this our Obasanjo internet, this our Mac internet, what you do, take the positive of every conversation, of every topic. You don't have to agree with everything that I say, but just pick the one you think that is important, the one that you think is necessary. Take it and run with it. You don't have to take everything everybody say on social media. No. You know, like me, I'm saying that I agree with Dr. Ninnah. I completely agree with her. Especially these young people that are getting married. They don't even understand what marriage is. What marriage is. You see young men, they say that they married 2-3 wives. Oh, men are polygamous in nature. Really? You know, some people will think, they will say, oh, if you are saying that, that means love is monetized, because when you get married, you are not supposed to, everything is supposed to be owned by your husband. Yes, everything is supposed to be under your husband. You buying a property, you own a property does not mean that you are still not under your husband. Take example from Maedoche. She owned businesses. I knew all that when Yul introduced her to us long time ago, by 11 years ago, 11 or 15 years ago. When Yul introduced her. That was when I knew, because when I read about her, that was when I knew that she was into interior decor. She used to own a boutique. She has a boutique. She owned a boutique. She have a what is it called, supermarket as well. And she does contract businesses, other businesses. Her sister, that two of her sisters are doctors in the US. She's from a well-to-do family. So, and she just kept calm, and she put this man in front. For the fact that this man was blowing the money, she still include the man's name in everything she owned. That is why the case It's in court. You think if it was you that owned all this property, of course, with the Nigerian mentality and the traditionalist man that he claimed to be, that he is today is a traditionalist, tomorrow is a pastor. Me no even know the way in day. They confuse me self. It's confusing me. Because you will see him tomorrow, will tell you, don't remove all the whatever in your farm. If you see juju for road or whatever, no remove, no pray against and leave them. So there's a way he says it is. Leave it there. It's a traditionalist. Then tomorrow will come and tell you he's a pastor. Next tomorrow is an actor. The other day is a politician. Nobody knows me. Like I said, it's confusing me. So, my people, I just felt that when I saw what Dr. Ninnah wrote and she posted that women, she wasn't specific. She just said that don't buy property in your spouse's name. If you are married, buy property in your name. She did not say women or men. So you can see with what I write up, she was referring to both men and women. You know, because they say this one done too much. It done too much. It done too much. So, but please share this video, share, because we are learning. We are all learning. We are all learning from everything that we see on social media and the things that are not on social media, the things that people's experiences, you know, they guide us to help us make decisions that will benefit us and our children. Because you know, go on suffer finish. After you don't suffer finish, then another woman will bring her children, you know, to come and take what belongs to you and your children. I don't think you will want that. I don't think you will want that. You know? So, my people, please share this video. Share and like it. And, you know, if you decide you still want to buy property in your husband's name, I wish you good luck. If you decide you want to put it in both of your names, I wish you good luck. If you decide you want to put it in your name, I wish you good luck. The only thing I will advise you is that whatever you do, make sure the Bible said that both of you are in agreement. Now, that is the submissiveness me I see for them. Once two of you are in agreement, every other thing will fall in place. Because when you two of you are in agreement, you have become one. Your husband might decide to even say, don't even put it in your name. Go and put it in let's put it in our first daughter's name. Or let's put it in our first son's name. Because everything you are doing it for your children. Because when you do that, God forbid, something happens tomorrow, nobody will drag that property. When your children have the documentation, the necessary documentations, nobody will be able to take those properties away from your children. I'm sorry, our men. I respect you all. I greet you all. But some of our men, you go buy property in their name. One of my relatives, he go probably with they fit watch this thing now. He knows say na him they talk to. He buy land. He go give her to his girlfriend. A young man, married in church, in court tradition. All this young man, I don't know what they do them. He bought a land. He have children and wife. He went and he was not remorseful about it. Gave the land to a girlfriend, to another woman. Naim Bayamo is the one that bought it. So you find out that if that land was bought in one of the children's name, it would have been difficult for him to do that. No matter the kind of manipulation the woman, because you see this my gender, they are very manipulative. Oh. Some of this my gender, they are very, very manipulative. Some of you will manipulate these men that they will be confused. By the time they do what you have asked them to do, it will be too late for them. That you can see this young man, Daniel Odechi. You could see that he is being manipulated. Because I cannot understand. I didn't even want to talk about it because I was crying for him and his wife. I was crying mostly for me. A day that is exactly the anniversary of your son's demise. That is the day you are posting on social media, which coming out on social media, no reference, going on to act and to location and doing different kind of crazy stuff. No, it's not remorseful. Taking another woman to the house of your ex that lost his son. Even if una dey quarrel, at least remember the good times. Even if you no want respect the woman, at least respect your other children or your son, that RIP. You see, my people, this life is very deep. This life is very deep. A lot of people might not agree with what I'm saying or what Dr. Ninnah said. You know, when she said don't buy property in your spouse's name, she was referring to both genders. You know, there are no two relationships that are the same anywhere in the world. Your life is a combination of your knowledge, experiences that I have said earlier, decisions, and the choices that you make, and the understanding that you have of each other. What you know about yourself, about each other. Everybody knows what they're doing. You know what you're doing. Your husband knows what he's doing. So that's why I said, come together, agree on how, whether you are buying the property in your name, you're buying the property in both of your names. I'm not going to sit here or me go advise it. Now you get the money, then you go and buy the property and put your husband's name. I'm not going to advise you to do that. You can buy the property in your name and your husband's name. You and your children, not just him. No. What is going on with these marriages, young marriages these days? Except these people are very matured. Because you don't even know. The Bible already said it. The heart of man is desperately wicked. So my people, please share this video. You don't go into marriage and think that, oh, I'm going into marriage with the intention of divorcing my husband or divorcing my wife. No, nobody goes into a marriage and plan of divorcing their spouse in the future, or divorcing their spouse in 2 months or in 5 years, and so on and so forth. No, I don't think anybody have that intention. I don't think anybody have that mindset that, oh, I want to do this because of what I'm going to benefit. So it is whatever. That's why I said in the beginning that, you put 100% in your marriage, not 50-50, because it's community. You are building your own community, your own family, your own, your own community, your own family. That's what you are building. The understanding. It doesn't, like me, it doesn't really matter. But the only thing I will not agree, I will not even encourage you to, is use your own money to go and buy property for one man. No, don't do that. Don't do that. We are not going into marriage to anticipate that we are going to get divorced. No. You still need to protect yourself, protect your children, and protect your husband. And I don't even advise the husband to do the same. You have to protect yourself. My people, please, if you have any contribution, please leave your constructive comment. Or what do you think? What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Whatever I'm saying, does it make sense to you? What do you think? Do you think the woman should buy property in her husband's name and not put her name in it? Is that what do you think? Because some people just come online, they don't write down their comment, they read other people's comments just to see what people think of, what people are thinking in their minds. Some people will just put things down that even themselves don't practice. So my people, please share this video, share this video and like, and leave your constructive comment. If you ever come across this video in the future, please don't hesitate and to leave your opinion and comment respectfully, please, because you don't know who know you will go read this that will come up and watch this video and read your comments. Please. So thank you, my people, for joining, and have a wonderful weekend. Have a good morning and a blessed. Please share this video. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. My connection is okay. Have a nice